What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting model review for you all. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NG Models 1-400 scale Vietnam Airlines Boeing 787-10. I hope all of you are excited for this today. We continue to expand the international fleet, especially with those airlines there in Asia and so forth, and it's always awesome to get new examples, and this is exactly what we have here today. So I hope all of you are excited. Let's just go ahead and get started here with the box. So again, it's an NG Boeing 787-10. Here's the CGI, and of course you got the tail, which is amplified there on the back of the box, which is cool. Vietnam Airlines, registration is Victor November Alpha 874. It is a Boeing trademark. So it all looks really nice. This is actually a release from 2022, so this one's not brand new by any means. So I'll go ahead and talk to you all about why I decided to get this aircraft. So two major reasons go behind this one. I'm just going to go ahead and say the first. The first one was because it was a fantastic deal. I was buying a couple of other aircraft from Waffle Collectibles, as you all may have saw in that massive unboxing a couple weeks ago. And during that, when I was looking through all the aircraft they had, because obviously they have good deals all the time, this aircraft was $29. And I'm like, for an NG wide body to get for $29, that's a steal. So I feel bad for the loss on Waffle's side, because they definitely did not make money on this particular sale. But regardless of the case, it definitely worked out. And you know, there's other great aspects to this particular one as well. First off, it's not a Euro white, which any day you don't get a Euro white, that's a huge win. So I was very happy about that. And in conjunction, it's a great looking livery, not just it not being a Euro white, but the actual blue is phenomenal. You also have the really cool gold aspect there for the flower-like design or whatever that's supposed to be. So nevertheless, this is really cool. And then lastly, once again, it's that international offering and continues to expand that fleet. Obviously, I've got more aircraft in that region recently. You all probably saw the Singapore A350 I got. I also got a couple more Malaysias recently. I got the Air New Zealand 777, which isn't exactly that area, but kind of is. So, and then the Fiji Max, which obviously is a narrow body, and the Scooty 320. But you know, it is really cool to expand it, and this will be a very helpful aircraft for that Australia model airport project. So hopefully get that off the ground here very soon. I've just really been focusing on preparing content, especially with summer plans that will likely eat all my time. So I'm just really focused on trying to, you know, get the fundamentals, and then hopefully we can add new elements to it down the road. So, you know, that airport's still gonna happen regardless. It's just a matter of when I'm able to get it all situated and so forth. And I'm very hopeful to hopefully have that done maybe by May or so. But nevertheless, hopefully that gets done regardless, but I'm really excited, and I hope all of you are as well. Enough jibber jatter there about why I got this aircraft. Just really wanted to make the points because, you know, it is a really nice aircraft and definitely deserves the recognition for why it's in the fleet today. So without any further delay, let's just go ahead and get into it, everybody. So here's the copy windows along with the nose cone. Definitely a really good looking mold ever since I've got this mold. It's just been awesome. However, this might be my first 7810 from NG because I don't think that I might not have any others. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I have a bunch of Dash 9s and a couple Dash 8s, but I can't think of a Dash 10. Now, obviously I have Dash 10s from other manufacturers, but yeah, it's always great to get even more unique aircraft types into the collection. So never gonna pass up opportunities to do that, and that's exactly what this aircraft is. But anyway, looking very nice there. It is a SkyTeam partner, which is really cool. So that this will look great over there with all the other carriers, you know, next to like KLM, for example, and so forth. So cool to get the different colors in there. But anyway, here is the nose landing gear here, along with the registration in, and then you get the nose landing gear as well. And the SkyTeam logo is smaller right there, so that's pretty cool in the L1 door. Now, it's not a crazy complex livery, but it's just a good looking one. So obviously you got the blue and then the gold cheat line along with a kind of a beige-like underbelly. So definitely a nice combination of colors, but Vietnam definitely has some sort of first class up here and then business, and then obviously takes us into premium economy. From what I understand, Vietnam's a pretty good airline. I haven't heard too much. Obviously, not the largest airline in the world by any means, but definitely a substantial one. I think they have a bunch of Airbus narrow bodies as well, and then I think it's 787s, and they might have A350s, but I know the 787 is a big one for Vietnam Airlines. Speaking of that, here's their logo along with the billboard titles. It's a pretty good font. It's nice to not have it quite be Arial, but it is pretty simple at the same time, but it's nice and bold and you can read it. So those are the big takeaways from that. So that's quite nice. Here's the L2 door, and obviously you got the extended fuselage here for the 7810, which we're not quite as accustomed to seeing here, but this will look really good. Like I said, I have the Saudia 7810. I knew I had another one somewhere. I got two of them actually. I got the new livery and then I got the old liveries. So, and the old livery one was like, was that $16? If it was 16, it was definitely worth it. It might have been 22, but regardless, it was definitely a good deal. But anytime we can expand the lineup, we definitely have to do it. So Anyway, looking nice. And another aircraft in the region is definitely that Garuda A330. So it's really cool to expand my international fleet. I need to get a couple more from Africa and, you know, South America as well. Definitely always trying to enhance the lineup. Definitely long list of aircraft to go, but we're definitely doing a pretty good job so far, I would say. So here's the middle of the fuselage. There's not too much crazy going on here. This is pretty standard, of course, and you get the wing root. And NG always does a great job on their wing roots. This one especially is just not very noticeable at all, so that's really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the leading edge of the wing here. Let me turn this board a little bit so you can see what we're talking about. You got the light right there. It's pretty nice. You got the engine there as well. That looks really sharp. You got the blue on there, which is cool too. And then you got the fan blade in there, which is also looking very nice. So definitely nice to get to see that. And overall, that's really strong. So definitely happy with the results there. And you got the leading edge of the wings. So that's definitely very nice. Slats came out sharp. And then as we turn around, you can see the engines once again. They look very good. You got the exhaust there too. And then you got the speed brake detail back there. In the main landing gear, always very detailed. I'll be eager to see if NG ever makes them tilting, but you know, obviously the detail is immaculate, so coincides and lines up. There's the L3 door, also a nice detail there too. And then again, that cheat line does expand, so you can definitely see it right there over the wing. And then that beige color merges there a little bit. And then obviously not too much going on here regarding any additional details, besides when we get to the Dreamliner titles, which is really nice. And then of course you got the Boeing 787-10 titles, which is to the right of that. And then above the windows, you can see the registration, which is once again Victor Hotel Alpha 074. So cool to get the 6 digits there. Not every time that you get it with 3 letters. It's pretty, not completely uncommon, but that plus the 6, what's the correct term for that? 6 characters definitely stands out. You can also see the L4 door back there, so that's looking nice. You get the lever and all the other applicable details and so forth, so that's pretty nice. And then you got the beautiful flower, or whatever particularly it's supposed to be, along with the tail. And then of course you have the Vietnam flag on there too. APU horizontal stabilizers, all the details that you would expect. It definitely looks very nice here on this aircraft. So overall, really good job, and definitely no major complaints regarding the situation, the setup, and how they constructed this aircraft. So looking very nice here on the left side. Let's go ahead and turn it on over and take a look at the right side. So the right side's pretty similar, but you do have the baggage door and some more panel details there that you can see. The cargo door there right next to the logo and the airlines title, so that's nice. And then in the back here, right under the liner titles, you can see that as well. So overall, definitely looking sharp and definitely noteworthy and take-home worthy on those details, so looking very nice. Top of the aircraft, really good. You can see how nice that blue turned out, so happy to see that. And then you got the registration there on the wing on the top right, so that means it should be on the bottom left, which it is. Still looking quite nice. Stand hole looks very good. There's that beige color. You definitely see it a little bit better, and indentations also really add up and make this a realistic Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. So happy with how this all turned out. There's absolutely no doubt about it. So I would highly recommend this aircraft if you're looking for any sort of international, especially at this price point. There is no doubt that anytime you get an NG for under $40, really, it's a steal. For under $30 for a wide body is just insane. You know, I haven't seen, this is probably the cheapest wide body I've got from NG, so very happy with the results here and it being in perfect condition and so forth. So never hurts to look around Waffle Collectibles. There's always going to be deals, and I'm always looking to expand the collection, and this is definitely a great avenue to do just that. So feel free to let me know what you all think in the comments below. I definitely think that NG did an immaculate job with this particular offering, and I'd highly recommend it if you're interested in any sort of aircraft like this. With that being said, that'll do it for today's video, but thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody, stay safe, trust the process, do you love and love what you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.